So I've just finished reading book 2 of the Great Library series, which is called Paper and Fire by Rachel Caine. The main character, Jess Brightwell, and his surviving classmates are now all officially working as members of the Great Library, although in different capacities. For instance, Jess himself is part of the High Garda, which is essentially the library's main military force, so he is a soldier. This story begins when Jess discovers that a friend that he originally thought was dead might actually still be alive and held prisoner in one of the library's secret prisons, and he's determined to rescue him. He and his former classmates and teacher all set out, to complete this particular mission. It's not going to be easy, however. Not only do they not know exactly where his friend is being held, there's also the fact that by doing this, they're going to officially make themselves enemies of the library, and there's a great deal of a lot of things that they would have to fight and deal with, not the least of which are the library's automaton. So a note on the technology in this universe: because of the library's hold on information, they don't actually have as much technology as we do. They do have things like trains and carriages, but they're all powered by steam. They don't have things like electricity. And the library, one way it keeps control of its territories and protects its people and premises are with the use of automaton, which are giant machines shaped like mythical creatures or gods and stuff that are powered by a combination of mechanics and alchemy. They're very deadly, very scary to people, and really difficult to fight. And no doubt there's something that they're going to have to deal with when they set out to oppose the library. So this story follows their journey to rescue his friend, and also the beginning of what is definitely a revolution. They have decided that they're going to make it their goal to change the library. They are all characters who originally really like the ideal that the library originally represented, the idea that you would make knowledge available to everyone, no matter their background, their gender, their race, their nationality. But it's become corrupted over time because of the power that it holds and the people who have been in charge of it, and they want to make that change. So something I liked about this story, definitely the fact that the friend is still alive, because I was pretty upset when I thought he was dead. So when I started reading this book and discovered that he wasn't, I was super happy about it. But I think some things I did not like, probably just the fact that there's so many characters where you might have liked them under other circumstances, but because of the main character's position, you can't, or they can't trust anyone, and in turn that makes it so I can't really like a lot of the people, even though they have side characters that I think might have been good people, because none of them know the extent to which the library has become tainted. They, essentially take the wrong side, and it makes things kind of tense and uncomfortable. I also feel a little bit like the main character and the person he likes, she's what they call an obscurist. So the obscurists are the people who can use alchemy, and because of this, they've basically been enslaved by the library, and she desperately wants to get away, but a lot of these other characters don't understand, I think, her position and desperation, and I think the fact that it's so difficult for them to empathize with her kind of ticks me off. I feel a little bit like he doesn't deserve her, but yeah. So if you haven't read book 1, I would definitely start with book 1 before trying book 2.